Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Reincarnated as a Slime, Episode 2. Real quick, before we get into talking about episode stuff, I want to let you guys know that the reason for the webcam being different than the first episode is a temporary problem. If you don't watch my other reactions, it's going to be like this for a little bit. What happened was my monitor that I was using broke last night when I was doing my other recording, and I actually lost all the footage and everything with all the stuff that happened. Part of it was my problem, where I tried to change the quality, and I think that's why the footage got broken. And then I don't know why the monitor broke. It was like a really freak coincidence that I lost my reaction footage and I lost my monitor. But it is under warranty. I talked to them today. I mentioned it in my last video. I made a discussion regarding, like, there's no reaction footage, but I did a discussion on the episode. Just so there was at least something. But yeah, so unfortunately, my webcam was on top of my monitor, like over here. What you're gonna see is I'm watching right here is where my monitor is that I'm gonna be watching. So unfortunately, I'm not really gonna be looking at the webcam too much unless I like glance over real fast, like when something happens, or if I say something, maybe I'll glance over. But that being said, it is covered by warranty, so I should be sending it in, getting a new one, and then the webcam will be back to its normal place as soon as the new monitor comes. I tried putting it on top of the other monitor, which I have here, which is a really big one, really far back, and it puts the webcam up really high, which kind of comes down at me, and it kind of looks a little weird. I didn't like how it looked, and I think this looks a little bit better. So hopefully everything goes smoothly for this reaction. I know it's like a bit of a change, and it's a little weird to have change in like when I just started this show, but unfortunately that's just how it is. Things happen. But yeah, enough about that. The yeah, I guess we'll just talk about the next episode. So once again, real quick, sorry for the weird video and all that, but you know, shit happens. Anyway, I probably didn't have to say that again. I just love apologizing, apparently. So, episode 1 of Reincarnated as a Slime was a pretty fun episode. It was very silly. It didn't take itself super seriously, which some of those shows can be pretty fun. So I just hope it doesn't try, like, after watching the outro of it, it almost looks like it might try to take itself serious now going forward, but maybe not, you know, who knows? We just saw a bunch of action scenes, so it might not actually do that kind of thing. It might still be humorous through the whole thing, but we had a good introduction to the main character becoming a slime, and now we see how overpowered he is with generating abilities on the fly and all that stuff. So now I think we got a little taste of the world, a very small taste of the world. So now I'm thinking maybe the now I'm thinking we might expand on the world a bit. Maybe he'll leave the little cave he's in and adventure out, or she? I don't know. By the outro, it almost looked like the human form he gets as a girl, but I don't know. I'm not going to try to speculate on that until I actually see that kind of stuff happen, because I did get spoiled a little bit by watching the outro, but, you know, it seems like a little fun show, so I'm not going to stress too much about getting spoiled by the outro. I'm sure there's, like, plenty of fun stuff that was not in there that we'll see. So yeah, I mean, that mostly sums up. I mean, we met the dragon as well, and I had the theory that he might melt the cage that's around that the slime might melt the cage that's around the dragon and set him free. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. I think they showed a glimpse of that in the outro, so I think it's probably going to happen, if I'm remembering that right, but And also, if the hopefully the webcam doesn't fall during the reaction. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen because it is just balancing on a box, and I don't know if that box could tip over or not. I'm gonna try not to kick my foot. I like to bounce my foot, but yeah. Anyway, that's enough talking for this. You guys are waiting to see the episode. Which where did I do that? Okay, I minimized it. There we go. So yeah, let's just get into episode 2 and see what's happening. Let's try to look past all the bad that's happened to me this week and get into some good anime watching. Um Alright, so we are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I've been doing really bad with the timers lately. Sorry about that, guys. And it looks like we're jumping right into the intro. Which has... Is that a girl? I can't tell! Alright, I need to reposition a little bit. Oh, so... I see. The outro that it showed last episode is actually the intro. That makes sense. Alright. Now that we got that settled. That's gonna be kind of ironic if he did get reincarnated as like a girl as well, with whatever form he takes, since he was talking about how he was just gonna be like way more aggressive in this new life of his. To be fair, I think he said that before he ended up being a slime, so I don't know. I like the intro song though. It's always fun hearing a new intro song. Alright, let's get into the episode. Oh, subtitles at the top. Yep, so is he gonna melt it? Hmm. Oh. Oh. Yep. Pretty much what I thought, but I think... Oh, failed. Okay. Hmm. Examining the possibilities. Oh god, he's gonna learn like some kind of OP skill. It didn't tell us, oh no! Hmm. Hmm. So other people that might have been reincarnated here? I believe I said that last episode. Hmm. Fucking crazy. Alright. Oh, he's gonna get a new name! Good, because I actually don't remember his name when he was human. Will it really bring divine protection? With this show, probably. Hmm. Tempest. Tempest is a pretty cool name. That's my brother! Oh. Rimuru? Rimuru? That's gonna be so hard for me to say. Oh shit! He really is getting divine protection. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna call him Rim. Maybe that's too close to Rem and Ram. Rem, Ram, and Rem. Oh. He's glowing! He's gonna eat the whole thing! What an overpowered slime. Oh god. Okay. Well, that happened. Sure. That ended far too soon. So he just learned that, like, crazy ass spell. Holy shit. This is gonna be an interesting show with him just being able to learn all this shit so easily. uh... I forgot that this show's a little loud all the time. Sorry about that. Bloomend. Uh oh. Guildmaster. Oh, well, I guess I read like the little bottom subtitle and it said it at the top one. Okay. Hmm. It's weird watching on such a big screen now. Talking about himself in the third person. Boing, boing. like so OP, like unlimited inventory space too. Water movement, nice. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, this show is gonna be ridiculous. The one, is it like a drill? Oh, shit. Eat it. Yeah, eat it. Wrecked. Is it gonna grow two more? Is it like a Hydra? Gross. Oh my god. He can expand so big. I can't taste things, but bleh. Bleh. Poisonous breath. Mimic Black Serpent. So can he turn into a snake now? If I'm understanding Mimic correctly? He's gonna, like, forget all of his skills. Oh! So, yep, he can become it. I still wonder if he's gonna have to eat a human. Oh, they censored it. Is he gonna have to eat a human to get that human form? Questions. The real questions. Just destroyed it. Alright, just a killing montage of getting skills. Now he's Spider-Man. Okay. Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. Oh, nice. The outside? Nice. Eat the door, maybe. Water slice the door. One of his new skills, maybe. Or someone's just gonna open it. Welcome, adventurer! You've completed the tutorial. Uh-oh. A party of adventurers! Answer. hmm. Invis. You could peep all you want. Mm. You did. Not your typical monster either. It's really overpowered. Birdies. Goblins. Strong one, do you have business here? A little bit loud there, bud! Quiet down! I wonder if they sense the Storm Dragon or just the fact that he's insanely overpowered from eating everything. Gave him like a shrine. Uh-oh. Is that the dragon? No, it hasn't been a month, has it? Or was it the dragon being their god? Has it been a month? Oh, maybe. Yeah. Oh. Spooky. So is he gonna learn how to conceal that? Oh, there he goes. Are those guys okay? Oh my god, it took me a second to realize. That is true. If those guys in the cave couldn't sense it, does that mean they're like that shitty? Can they not gauge the power level between themselves and bad guys? Hmm. But you're an overpowered slime! Kill them all! I don't even know if we're gonna get to see him taking out those direwolves this episode. Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, is he actually being like that? Yeah. Because they'd be suspicious if he didn't ask for anything. Loyalty. This is interesting. Is he gonna become their new god? Since their old one is gone? Uh-oh, the direwolves. Yeah, go get him. Yeah. Save these poor little goblins. That's how he became the goblins' leader. Alright. So I guess we get the action next episode. I was really curious if we were going to get an ending or not, since the ending of the last episode was the intro. Oh, that's cool. It's showing like the transition of like the game, or not the game, but like the fantasy world's language into Japanese, kind of like the kind of like the skill that he has. Ooh, excuse me, man. I am tired tonight. So just a bunch of scenes from stuff we've seen already, I suppose. I hope I didn't sit too far over. Looking at my webcam now. Might have to shrink the footage a tiny bit if I did. Alright. Yep, so that's like the preview kind of stuff. So that is the end of episode 2 of Reincarnated as a Slime. So pretty much what I had hoped. He got out of the cave he was in, although he did do some more stuff in the cave, which is cool too. That's fine. As long as he got out of the cave, I was happy. Cause, you know, like, as far as interest goes, shows like this, I'm really interested in the world, even though it's like a silly, especially if the main character is gonna be very overpowered. I feel like the world needs to be really, not really interesting, but at least somewhat interesting. And fantasy worlds always interest me, no matter how they're portrayed. So even without knowing a lot, still I'm still like really invested, because I want to know whatchamacallit. I want to know like more about the world. Like we saw a guild master, so what are the humans like? And also they mentioned during the whole goblin thing when he was releasing his aura, he mentioned that the humans there didn't see him or sense him, which they should have. He was only right behind a rock. That aura should have been everywhere, and they should have been like, what the hell? Does that mean, like, I'm sure there's some stronger humans that can sense it, right? There's no way that no humans can sense it. That'd make for a weird dynamic. Or maybe no humans will be able to sense it, but those adventurers might be low level enough that they actually don't. And that's just like an interesting thing. But the goblins were, so that's why I was thinking like maybe it'd be like a monster only thing. Maybe only the monsters would be able to sense the aura of other monsters. Or maybe only certain creatures could do it. But yeah, so we saw him as a slime in the cave eating a ton of stuff, generating a ton of skills. I definitely didn't catch all the skill names. Oh man, was the yawning. Sorry, excuse me. But with that being a thing, he's gonna have so many options. It's only episode 2 and he already has so many skills, so he's gonna have a ton of options to go back on in the future, which is gonna make for some like interesting fighting, but also, unless they make some really strong enemies, I assume he's gonna slaughter everything. Kinda like I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's another show where this guy got, like, brought into another world by God, and I don't remember the name of it, but he had a phone with him, and one of the things he was able to do with the phone, like, he was very overpowered, and one of the things he was able to do with the phone is, like, track everybody, like using, like, GPS on his phone. And then he was able to, like, he was able to target, like, all of the enemies and just hit them all at once, that kind of thing. And like that was it's kind of an interesting thing because I kind of like OP characters sometimes, especially like One Punch Man, because there's a lot of humor in it. So we'll see how they live up to the OP character mentality and how they do it in this show. Because so far they just show a montage of him one-shotting everything. So what's gonna happen? Like, is he ever gonna get to something that gives him more of a challenge? Or is this gonna be it and he's just gonna be like a god in this world? In both directions could be interesting depending on how they go about doing it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that kind of thing. It's kind of cool seeing another race of people in a show like this. I feel like a lot of fantasy shows don't go into the other races as much. Like, they have the other races. I guess they do a little bit. Like, ReZero, for instance, there was the demons, but they were very human. They just had the horns that come out. So that wasn't, like, super interesting to me. But then they had, like, I forget what they called them, demi-humans, I think they were called. And, they were, like, the dog and cat people, lizard people, and stuff like that. And they showed them a few times. They did get some camera time, but it's cool to see, like, an episode based around them, like, with these goblins. I guess it was about half an episode. But it also seems like we're going to be getting more next episode, because he became their leader, and now he has to save them from the dire wolves. So we're probably gonna get more with these goblins, and that's just pretty cool, because I always like seeing stuff that isn't human, because sometimes human stuff can get a little boring, since we are human. When we're in a fantasy world, we want the fantasy. We don't want the humans. I mean, obviously, seeing humans with abilities like adventurers with skills and stuff is definitely cool too. But yeah, I am enjoying this show quite a bit. Let's see what. So he ate the storm dragon, but he ate the whole cage. So is the whole prison inside of him right now, and is the dragon still in there? Like, we have the dragon flying out of the cage in the opening, so we know the dragon's gonna come back. But or did like he eat the cage and the dragon teleported somewhere somehow or something, or is he just gonna like finish analyzing it within himself and eventually just break it, and then the dragon will just like fly out of him somehow? I don't know. That's something that's interesting. And it seemed like the humans, I might have missed something, but did the humans instantly know that the dragon was gone? So they knew the dragon was sealed in there, and now they were all like kind of panicking because he was gone. And I guess there was about a month gap, so do they have like a way to sense that? Or do they have just like do they have people that go and scout it out every now and then, kind of like those adventurers we just saw? Although the doorway in, they said, was rusty. So does that mean that it's not taken care of, which mean, and they had a hard time opening it? So to me, that means they wouldn't have scouts that actually go in there. So maybe they did sense it somehow, and that might further confirm my theory that some humans are able to sense the magicule things that like the aura that the main character was giving off and stuff. I'm just gonna call him Rim, because it's kind of hard to say, like, Rimuru kind of thing is, like, I think is how you're gonna say it, but I'm gonna, like, butcher it and say it different every time, so I'm just gonna say Rim Tempest. So yeah, that's pretty interesting as well. I do want to know more about the humans. Like, now that we're getting other race stuff, I want to know more about humans as well. So, but luckily this show seemed like 24 episodes or 25. I don't know what the half is at the end. Might be an OVA or something. But yeah, what else happened in this episode? We had the whole conversation between the dragon was basically him just eating him, and then we had him eating all the other monsters. We saw a demonstration of a few of the skills and how he's getting the skills. We saw the adventures, which we kind of talked about, and then wandered through the woods. It's grandmother's house we go. No, just kidding. But they ran into the goblins. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I covered most of the episode. It was pretty funny that they worshipped him as a god, but I guess that's what you do. Like, they saw his magicals and they didn't even want to, like, try to fight. They're just like, hey, we know you're strong, so please don't kill us. Like, smart of them. Especially for goblins. You know, goblins are portrayed as kind of dumb in a lot of shows, so it's kind of interesting seeing an intelligent goblin village. I kind of mentioned that before, but yeah. I'm looking forward to the next episode, and this was some good stuff. Hopefully this footage isn't corrupted. I did some testing beforehand, so there's no reason it should be, but yeah, also, once again, sorry for the bad camera angles and stuff. I'll have that stuff fixed, hopefully. Yeah, I guess it definitely won't be fixed for next episode, but hopefully the episode after that it'll be fixed. We'll see. I still gotta finish the RMA process and get this shipped out. The currently broken monitor, and then they have to try to fix it. If they can't fix it, they need to replace it and send me a new one. I don't know how long the repair process takes, but yeah, either way, unfortunately, we're going to be doing this webcam setup for a little bit. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're coming up on 100 subscribers. Pretty good stuff. Pretty exciting. And then also, if you like the full-length kind of stuff that some other reactors do, if you watch other reactors, you can check out my Patreon. I have full-length episodes on there for patrons, and it's basically the timer base, where there'll be a timer in that corner, and you can sync your footage along with mine and watch the entire episode with me. So some pretty cool stuff. I do have to cut out some of my reactions sometimes, and sometimes I just like make faces during dead periods when they're chatting and stuff. I'm just like, yep, and a lot of stuff I cut out because I have to. But yeah, so go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week in the next one. Bye-bye.